The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I am one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me as always is...
F.U. Honor. What's up, bitches?
What is going on, you dancing queens? I don't know.
Crazy witch bitches?
Crazy witch bitches.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, witches?
What's up? You're a
dude, you know what? How did I fuck that up, dude?
You failed, dude. You fucking failed.
What's up, witches?
There you go. Maybe I'll just cut the other shit out. Oh, fuck. That was terrible. No, but tonight on Killer or Filler, in honor of September being Dario Argento's birthday month, we figured it'd be fun to do a little episode around Argento. So we decided on doing a Killer or Filler on Suspiria.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Good idea.
That's
Good idea, guy.
I have good ones every once in a while. Yeah.
Which is one of those I've been slack on watching the remake. So
Fuck yeah, you were.
So it kind of put my feet to the fire to get the shit done. So
yeah, and just hop into the original fucking 1977 Dario Argento Suspiria. I mean, if you're a horror fan, maybe Giallo's not your cup of tea, which I get. You know, he's one of the three.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know these people, but yeah, maybe there's weirdos out there like, ew, all this gore and bright colors. I don't like that
horror.
shit.
That's back when they're using like unbelievably bright red for blood too.
Yeah, I know. They love that shit.
Oh God. But yeah, I mean, this film, of course, had an amazing soundtrack score from Goblin.
Fuck
got
yeah.
that, you know, which we in Richmond got to see that live with Goblin playing it live to the movie, which was awesome.
That was the thing that
was a thing
I never thought I'd experience. It was so fucking cool.
It was fucking rad. And right off the bat, this film definitely speaks volumes in the Giallo genre because you get all those colors. Like, you know, all of a sudden the whole room will go red and then it'll go like green. Then like certain scenes will be emphasized with like purple.
Yeah.
And that was definitely marked the time period of the movie.
Also, in my opinion, you know, you have these iconic scenes and, you know, everybody can associate the opening scene with Suspiria with the girl's death, the first one, is so kind of just like ingrained as like one of those like classic scenes in my opinion.
Yeah. I can agree with that. And that actually marks one of the differences I feel with the 2018 remake is this one took it outside of the school, like the deaths and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like there was stuff that happened more outside the school, like that first death. She's like, it's like the witch is set in like either it was supposed to be Mother Suspirium or it was just like they sent like a demon spell. They never really go into that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. There was just this thing at the fucking window. Oh, hey. Now, this film is definitely, you know, part of a time. So one of the things about this film, too, that definitely marks it is the dubbing. Oh, the dubbing. Which isn't a big deal with all the cast, because some of the cast is clearly speaking English, and the other cast members are clearly not speaking English.
And that's kind of just a trend with, you know, those movies, because, I mean, we brought it up with,
Fulci,
where it's like, all right, English-speaking actor, and then everybody else that will just dub the fuck out of, and then switch it up where we release it to whoever needs to be dubbed, so.
Yeah. And it was, you know, for some people, I get that it's annoying, but it's it's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not getting away from it. It happens. Because nobody likes to read subtitles, apparently. And it actually changes. So both films are in Germany, but one's in Berlin and one's in like another area of Germany. It's like Friedberg, Baden-Württemberg. I don't know what the fuck that's at.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's what it says. Just another thing too is the film is a little less violent. Like it is violent for the time period, you know, 1977.
Yeah,
but comparatively, it's like a walk in the park on a violent level compared to the remake.
I mean, I guess you still have some pretty hardcore fucking stabbing scenes and like barbed wire and shit like that. I mean, like
barbed wire one was rough.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's still a lot there for.
Yeah, but I guess the gore and the flesh. Maybe it's more fleshy.
Yeah.
is the way to put the remake. There's a little more. I don't know. The whole
Well,
ending scene in the remake trumps
I'll just
all the
throw this
violence
out
in the
there.
movie.
The original, like we were saying, it's bright red blood. People getting stabbed, bright red blood. And for 80% of the remake, it's not about the blood. It's about the bones.
Mm-hmm.
So, where, yeah, you don't have a lot of like hardcore splatter kills in the remake till you get to the end.
Yeah, maybe I think of that as being more violent because like the dream sequences in the remake are just like fucking weird, dude.
You mean the don't take acid while watching this movie sequences?
Yeah, no shit.
Because like I was just thinking like if you were like on shrooms or on acid, those dream sequences, you're gonna have to pause the movie and walk out of the room for a second because there's some fucked up imagery just in those quick dream sequences.
Yes, definitely. Like I'm just watching like because I watched it when it first came out, in 2018, but rewatching it, I was like, fuck me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, head trip. And of course, thing that actually I forgot about with the remake, but I realized it was shared, is that they do bring up the three mothers in the remake, which everyone knows Argento. You have the three mothers of three films. You have Suspiria, Inferno, and Mother of Tears. But this is, of course, Mother, how the fuck you pronounce that? Suspiriorium?
Suspirium, yeah.
I'm going to do this, goddammit.
All right.
Suspiriorum.
All right, yeah, I think that sounds right.
That's right. That is right. Also known as the Mother of Sighs.
All right, yep.
Yeah. So, although the other mothers weren't mentioned to the actual later movies, and this mother's name Marcos wasn't mentioned until later on in the movies. Like, the remake kind of goes right into it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they were taking the vote at the beginning of who's going to reign the next however many years, and they didn't pick Tilda Swinton's character. I think that was the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. So it was
wait, you gotta be a little more specific on which character you're talking about first.
The one that's teaching the dancing instruction.
Since she literally plays 3 different characters.
What was the fucking point of her other character? The one that just stabbed herself in the throat.
With the glasses, where she seemed really sad and weird. I kept waiting for something to build up.
Oh, it did though.
Well, when she stabbed herself.
But
I'm just saying, besides that, she just seems really upset and not really cool with all the other witches,
Yeah, she was so distant. Like, she was just off on her own.
And then you had the other part that...
The doctor.
Yeah.
Which only showed through in one scene when he leaves the police station when he's talking about Patricia.
Yep.
And he goes to them about witches. And when they're on the stairwell and he talks about to the officer about how, he was on the case about his wife missing or trying to find his wife. And she just like stopped the baritone, and it was just it was Tilda Swinton with age makeup, just like an old man.
Yep,
that's exactly what
I was thinking. Exact same scene.
but other than that, like that one little slip, like kudos.
It was a little weird. I don't know why I mean, I guess
they did a really good job on the makeup.
Yeah, I just don't know if it was necessary. That's the only thing I was thinking about.
She's like, I want to.
She's like, the only way I'm doing this,
like,
3 parts. I'm going to close my eyes and put my finger on it. That's the part.
I wonder what the director of the remake is Luca Guadagnino. Yeah, that. I think that I want to say that middle G is silent. Otherwise it's Guadagnino.
Both movies I thought are both gorgeously shot.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird because OG is very vibrant colors, what you would expect, and the remake is very like dull, like it's the opposite of it, but it's shot so well, like that it's almost stressing. There's no vibrant colors throughout most of that movie till you get to the end.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with that. It is very, very
like he
dark,
almost want to build,
drab.
like he almost want to build up to make it as like colorful as the original, but like that's his final big hurrah at the end.
Yeah, and I think that some of that might be to do with the director was mirroring the time frame it took place in, because this is taking place in 77.
It's very dreary as shit.
I think, the Argento one, it looks like it was present day 77.
Right.
This being a 28 film takes it back to 77. Now, I think that...
Well, it stresses Berlin, too.
Yeah, it stresses all the shit that was going on in Germany.
Yeah.
So I think that was supposed to mirror all that. The original was raining. This one looks, and the remake just comes through, it looks like the fog, and it's like fucking snowing.
Yeah.
So you have the element of cold.
And I think, dreary. Too, your main character of the remake, like, she comes from, what was it, like, they're out in Pennsylvania and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
the other one's American, too.
No, not American, but they set it up like she was a Quaker, not a Quaker.
Mennonite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you also kind of dull her down So I feel like that's kind of the reasoning for that whole setup of the way it was filmed.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. I see that.
Because the beginning of the movie, she's very, I mean, the outfit she's wearing is very like plain and whatever. And as things progress, she starts kind of opening up. As you'll learn at the end of the remake. But when she's full blown, I'm fucking badass bitch, color everywhere, and she looks like she's now, her style is
Vagina in her throat.
Yeah,
that's what, dude. It looked like.
But even before that, that dress she's wearing, where you see some like titties out.
Well, when she started practicing, you started seeing her just wearing a wife beater and shorts.
That's what I'm
without
saying.
the bra or an undershirt, so it was just nipples and titties.
As conservative as possible, though, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. And that's a big difference too in our main character Susie's between these two films. Is the Susie in the '77 film looked like until the very end was just this hopeless. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh God, I'm sick. And it was like, I guess, the Coven casting a spell on her.
Yeah.
And I guess because of the big twist reveal in the remake, you realize why none of that was really working so much throughout the movie. Well, but it was very sexualized. The remake was definitely very sexualized. And as she becomes more and more, she gets very more sexual. And, I mean, the dancing, I mean, she's on all fours with her ass up, like, most of the time.
Yeah, I'd say that's most of her dancing act is, all right, so I put my ass to the floor and then up and then down again and then,
yeah.
But that first scene when they have her do the solo dance, and I can't remember who it was, one of the other dancers is like, fuck this place, I know y'all are
Greta.
Yeah, Greta. She's like, y'all are a bunch of witches, fuck y'all. And then she gets trapped in the mirror room. And as our main character is doing the dance, it's casting a torture spell on her. And at first you just see like an arm kind of go a little weird.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And then that arm's behind the back.
Did you make it through the whole thing?
Oh, man. Yeah.
It was disgusting. And then she pisses herself. She's like rolling around in her own piss.
There's a scene where she gets slammed against the mirror, and you see her jaw just getting pulled out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see her piss herself, and then by the time they go to retrieve her, I mean,
she's like a ball.
Yeah.
On the floor. It was in her own piss.
Yeah.
Well, and I did some digging on that. Back when I first watched it, I'm pretty sure what I got back was that was just a contortionist. So that was a real person doing that with their body.
Okay.
I don't think they could do the jaw thing. That was probably enhanced.
Yeah.
But the arms and the way she was twisted, like she was able to fold herself into this weird.
But that was pretty hardcore. And that's your first real kind of like fucked up thing that happens in this movie.
That's enough.
But it
Holy
takes
shit.
a little while. I'm just saying, the OG, you get pretty much, hey, how's it going? And shit gets thrown through the fucking stained glass window, death.
That scene over the stained glass window scene is like R versus PG.
Yeah.
Getting thrown through a stained glass window. All right, we've seen it before. It was dramatic. Okay. But that, with the contortion shit, you cannot say that's the same intro before kill.
I'm just saying the original, it kind of showed up a little earlier in the movie.
Yeah, it did. I agree with that. Most things in the original one were tame, and it was tame until we got to the chicken wire. That was fucked up.
The barbed wire,
and
like
the fucking maggots all through the
I don't know,
place.
you got people getting stabbed. You got blind motherfuckers being attacked. Like,
oh yeah, the blind dude. He got bitten by his dog.
Yeah,
that was fucked up.
He got bitten by irony. Anyhow, but that I will say, there's very few scenes in this remake that take place out of the studio, like the Coven. Like, it's really kind of centered. I mean, you get the doctor scenes. That's about it for the most part.
Yeah, and I don't consider that part of. That's like its own thing in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause he's also going to like pine his own thing. Remember, he goes to the summer house and he's pining his wife. You know what I mean? So that's all not centered around Susie until a certain part of the film.
And you know who played his missing wife? The original main character from the OG.
That was Susie? Oh, no shit. No wonder she looked fucking familiar.
Yep.
Yeah. No wonder she looked familiar.
That leads to the doctor back to the Coven.
Yeah. Even though it was
I will give them props.
Trance. Yeah.
The way they set that up, the sound editing, did jump a little bit when he realizes where he is, and he goes look, and then she's gone. And he's looking around, and then they just fucking run at him screaming. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Like, holy shit!
You got it dirty! Like, holy shit!
Got to see some old man penis too. That wasn't cool. I could have gone without that.
Or we had that earlier when the cops come to question them.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're in a trance, and literally she's taking the fucking. I was like,
please don't.
I was
Please
like,
don't.
you've already given me broken bones. No penis stabbing.
No-
Please no penis stabbing.
No castration.
They're taunting you though because she's got the fucking hook and she's like lifting.
She's lifting it up with a knife, and she's got a hook.
I know.
I was
yeah.
like, please stop.
Yeah.
Please stop. So, yeah, the biggest thing, too, with these films is the original one, even though it was taking place in the school, it was more about how they were slowly taking over Susie, because she still had some dreams, but they didn't really go too hardcore into the dreams. They introduced you to Marcos earlier and different. Like, she's actually behind them sleeping on a mattress when, like, they had to fumigate for the maggots.
Yeah.
They'll put them all in the gym, and then you see this thing breathing like, I'm like, wow. But then in the remake, she's like under the floor,
Yeah.
touching up while Susie's doing one of the dances. It was really weird.
And when you finally see her, she looks like
she's got an extra hand
yeah.
on her arm. The fuck? It's like basket case gone wrong. Or
Yeah.
even worse. There you go.
That was
weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. But I will say that the facial structure for both were kind of similar between the two movies. The hair and everything, like they kind of looks the same a little bit.
So, but I mean, the ending I felt like was the strongest part of the remake. That if you were complaining about where's my blood,
Oh yeah.
the ending goes, here you go, here you go, here. Oh wait, and here you go, and over there you go. Like literally, it's just a head explosion orgy of and like blood everywhere.
Yeah. So the whole dance they're practicing. I was gonna say this one centers a lot. You actually see dancing. You barely get any dancing in the original one.
Yeah,
You get like a little bit.
You get practicing. This
Yeah.
one you actually get.
Well, this one you get a lot more practicing, and then like a whole fucking number.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking awesome. Because they're all like topless with like this red like string yarn stuff, and I just got to say the one thing. They were very. They picked very attractive women for this role, but the dancing was that's I think what made it like even more noticeable, because it was very erotic but violent dancing.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, it was just like, I mean, dancing can be sexual, but this was like primally erotic dancing.
When you know the theme of it, it seems like kind of dancing that a coven would have, where it's just very like violent and
Same
sexual.
thing you can see in the woods when they're dancing around a fire. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the movie, the witch.
Yeah.
They're doing that violent, weird dancing at the hut or whatever.
But what I love is that Susie, shows up and she's just playing like I made it up to New York and was able to see a couple of your, performances, and I just really want to be here, and just that all shucks thing, and just kind of sets up like, hi, can I be the victim? Can I be the sacrifice? Like she literally plays it up so much to block Tilda Swanson's character.
Swinton.
Yeah. That
Swinton.
yeah, sorry. That like they're like, oh, she'll do.
Yes.
That she literally is like, yeah, go ahead and get all your shit
ready.
Get all your shit set up. And then you get to that final scene, and I love how everybody's like, all right, we're doing their naked dance, all this shit's good. Oh wow, we didn't even have to bring her here. She came down on her own. This is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the main person like is wait. This seems too easy.
Yeah. So it was like, something's not right.
Yeah, like this. Wait, no, she came on her own to be sacrificed. Y'all don't see a problem with this, guys.
You have to be perfectly certain, or won't. Like she was like just, and then you've got old Marcos just like,
no, she's fine. Like, yeah, just I want that. I want to be. I'm your mom now. I'm your mama.
But she's like also saying like that she is Mother Suspiriorium or Suspiriorium, whatever the fuck, yum, and like, oh, you lying bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a straight up her chest opened up into a vagina.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know anything. I mean, that
she had chest vagina powers, and that.
But what was the? I read a couple theories about the demon thing that showed up.
Right.
Was supposed to be like her sexualized self.
That I wasn't sure about. Yeah,
she's still there, but there's a demon thing that crawls out.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I really don't. I missed something.
Well, I think because they summoned it, that like that was. She came in and she's like, no, that's mine now. Y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
And man, do they fuck up, because that thing goes around, just says, hi, how are you doing? You're dead. Hi, how you doing? you're dead, and just
Yeah.
kills the fuck out of all the older witches. So
It wasn't until she went down and actually would ask them, people that weren't like her, weren't Marco's followers, was like, what do you want?
yeah,
Basically gave them a choice of either me tormenting you forever or death.
yeah,
It's like, oh, death.
death. Yeah.
I'd like to die.
What was the option? Oh yeah, death. I'll take death.
Oh, and before that, her one friend that was her roommate like got gutted.
Oh yeah, I
and,
forgot
like-
about that. They
and,
cut
like,
her
they
open
pulled
and
her out.
yeah,
Oh, and like Chloe Grace Moretz, she's in this film too, by the way. At the beginning, and then you see her at the end. Like, what were they doing to her? Mummifying her? Was she feeding off of her?
I think she was feeding off of her
She
because
looked like a zombie almost.
yeah, she definitely had some extra weird skin wrapped
Yeah.
around her. Yeah,
It's fucking weird.
I'll be honest. It seemed kind of pointless for her to be in this movie. She shows at the beginning. It kind of established there's some
I think
weird
that
ass
was her
shit.
point.
There's some
Patricia
weird
was the
shit
girl
happening.
that got killed in the beginning because Patricia was the one that ran away in the original.
Right.
She's the one that took the tumble out through the window.
Yeah.
So I mean, they kept that character as a reason to lead to finding the witch because that Patricia in the original was kind of the lead.
Don't know if you really need like you can
I
just
get what
have
you're
anybody.
saying.
Yeah. Like all right, so you're in the movie for about 5 minutes, and then
Mhm.
we're gonna put all this shit on you. You'll be in the movie again for about 2 minutes. You know, like I just didn't really see the
No, I
point.
feel what
because
you're saying.
when I looked it up on IMDb, the first thing to pop up is her name, and I was like, I mean, like, look, I
Tilda
like
Swinton, maybe.
I like the trick they did with Drew Barrymore and Scream, but this one seemed kind of pointless.
One thing is, Drew Barrymore didn't show back up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, she's been down there for like 2 months being suckled on, I guess. Is the word.
Yeah, she's like, help me.
Yeah,
Like-
everything is grosser down there in the remake. Like, there's like a fresh picture frame.
And let's just say the fucking worst fucking scene for me
yeah.
is as our as she's running away, they cast a spell to open up the floor, and her leg goes into one of those, and her bone keeps going. God damn it! And they stress camera close up,
multiple times.
yeah, multiple times.
Yeah,
That bone's not that's not
No.
attached anymore. It's out the skin.
it's broken.
God damn it!
He's mad at me, folks. I
I'm
didn't
literally
warn him
watching it
about
last night. I'm like, okay, we know it's broken. You don't no more close-ups, please. I was like yelling at the TV, like, stop. Okay, we get it, guys.
Nonstop, just right on
God
through.
damn it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we magically healed you. Now jump around doing some dancing. We'll probably have it break again, you know. And like every time she jumped, I was like, stop! There's a bone that's gonna come out.
Oh god, that was a little rough.
Yeah.
Just gonna say, that was kind of rough. So if the contortionist didn't fuck with Hunter enough, it was the bone breaking. Yeah. So all in all, these two films were really fucking solid, and the remake, it sucks because the remake did like terrible in theaters because the director was ready to do a sequel. So that means we probably would have gotten like The Other Mother.
Well, it was an Amazon production, so Amazon released it like very limited art house stuff like that because they knew they were just gonna have it on Prime. So it wasn't really set up as this big. Like I was shocked. Like Tom York from Radiohead does the
fucking
whole soundtrack.
was, by the way, awesome.
Yeah,
Fucking.
and that's where the
creepy shit.
tone of it follows such a different tone from the original in a way with having that kind of score compared to like a progressive, like fucking Goblin. Yeah.
Well, that's part of the awesomeness is that like we literally got a completely different movie with just the same setting.
Yeah.
I mean, same theme, same name, same.
Yeah, taking kind of the same characters, the theme, but putting twist on it, and like I said, much more kind of dreary, and then building up to this grand fucking just head exploding finale.
Mhm. And that she is the mother.
Yeah, and then
It's like-
and then you get vagina chest. Yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, overall, I watch it again.
Oh yeah.
It's really well shot, well acted. Overall, I thought everybody did a great job. And it's one of those, look, and I've seen the original fucking tons of times.
Yeah.
And so, again, it's in that category like, all right, if you're going to do it, if you're going to do it, don't carbon copy it, make it your own, and make it good.
Mhm.
And that's what they did.
Yeah, they did, and they even made the doctor forget.
Yeah.
Well, she went to him and made him forget everything, including his like wife. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like so, he's all good. And yeah, no, this was a killer remake. They knocked it out of the park with it, in my opinion. You have two solid films that if you want to watch Suspiria, you can really go, but which one do I want to watch? Because it's just that good.
Yeah.
Where you can like, I'll watch this. I'll watch the remake this time. Like it's.
And it's one of those you can do a back-to-back on there, watch the OG, then go into the remake. And I feel like
they're so different.
They're so different that you're not feel like you're watching the same movie.
Yep. And I think, like I said, I think the big thing with the tone was just they really focused on the time period. You know, there was like fucking revolution and all this shit going on in the streets, and the original one you didn't really get much of that. You know, it's like I said, the original
you don't really care about the outside world, really. That's
no,
which is weird because again, there's more kills in the outside world, but you have no involvement of what's happening outside the the whole area.
And in the remake, the Coven goes on as well as a dance school.
Yeah.
Whereas in the original, he gets burnt to the fucking ground.
Burn that shit. Yeah.
Now, the only time the main character showed any spine was killing Marcos.
Yep.
So they kept that the same. Technically, the main character still killed Marcos.
Yeah.
Just different reasons.
She just, the original, in the remake, they hire a demon. And, hey, go fuck her up.
Yeah, so. All right, folks. Let us know what you think. If you've watched the 2018 Suspiria, it's on Prime. It's been on Prime. It's not going away on Prime. It's a Prime movie.
Amazon put money into it.
Yeah.
That should be on there for a while.
It's staying up there. Let us know what you think about it. Hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. And also go to guipodcast.com and check out our links tab. We got a little link to Amazon where you can click on that and shop like normal, and we just get a little kickback. Holiday season's coming up. You know you want to buy a bunch of shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Spooky season.
Spooky season. You can buy the original Suspiria. There you go. Yeah. And also on guipodcast.com. Right next to Amazon link, we got a link to our TeePublic page where you've got all the network's designs for all the fucking shows. And they should be having some sales coming regularly for the rest of the year too, which is nice. Because we get a little more sales and people don't got to spend as much. We make a little bit less, but more sales. Yeah, I'll take it. I need to put an order in too. There's been a couple of designs that dropped that I want. Anyway, and also while you're on guipodcast.com, check out all the other shows under the network. We got something for everybody. Fuck yeah. Check it out. It's all good shit. And until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at guipodcast.com. In a world ravaged by movie studios that keep rehashing the same things, only one podcaster has the guts to make it even worse. Join Mike the Hobbit as he traverses the internet to bring you some of the best and worst ideas for reboots, remakes, and reimaginings of some of your favorite and least favorite TV and film properties. Ideas like a John Waters He-Man movie, Fantastic Four the musical, and Aliens, done entirely with marionettes. What podcast would bring this evil upon the world? This is Smack My Pitch Up. Available anywhere you get your podcasts.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at guipodcast.com.
Hey guys, Scotty Big Daddy Preston here, that's right, the Geek Father, asking you to join me here every other week with friends and family of the GUI Network as we go through all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent. So remember, join us or cry.